Hey traders, John Howell here. S&P 500 technical analysis in the house today. Bit of a sell-off in the futures, or yeah, bit of a sell-off in the markets today. Looking at the indices, and I'm going to be looking at silver and gold as well. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it right now. Before we do guys, make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all that down home country goodness. And guys, I'm running a 95% off sale to my Master Trader Lab. I promise you, you'll make more progress in the next 6 months than you have in the last 6 years. I promise you. Go check out that sale right now. Link in the description. Moving on now through to the Dow Jones, or the S&P 500. Now the futures actually, or the S&P 500, the actual market itself was just, this is a 1 minute chart we're looking at now, and we can see how it was just continuing on the downside, continuing down, continuing down, continuing down. And as you can see, we really didn't do much throughout the entire sort of maybe last hour of the markets, but you can see what actually happened through here. And so the market was sort of, let me actually bring up, say, a 15-minute chart. You can see here the market came down and we had a bit of a sell-off through the downside. So what's happening right now on the S&P 500? Well, the trend is your friend until the end. And the trend, I tell you, is your friend still. And where the hell did that come from? So we can see by looking at the S&P 500 that we had a bit of a pullback through here and then a rally up, and now we're getting another little pullback through here. And so we can see overall that what's happening right now is just getting a bit of a sideways. We've got a potential little bit of a double top, slight little lower high. You know, you could have something going on through there somewhere. And you have this long-term trend line coming up through here. So it's like a bit of a triangle pattern. But as you can see, if I bring in my chart a lot more, you can see how we've actually ran up to almost make a pretty much a double top, or they call that a technical double top, because it didn't exactly make the high, but it's close to making the high. And now we're getting a bit of a pullback. So we had a bit of a strong move up and we're getting a bit of a pullback. I would not be too surprised to see, even if we do get a little bit more of a pullback, is it to hold and start to see a move to the upside. Now, I'm going to repeat what I just said there. Even if we do, I'm not saying tomorrow is going to be turnaround, get another 1 or 2 day pullback, I believe this pullback we're seeing right now is going to be very short-lived, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to see a blast off past new highs in the S&P 500. Moving on now through to the Dow Jones, and we have the exact same thing. We had a very big move up. We're getting a very small short-term pullback through here. Right now, guys, there's a very high probability that even if we do get a little bit more downside, we're going to probably hold, could turn around, and all-time new highs for the Dow. We probably will then make an all-time new high for the. A new high for the Dow. Man, we can't talk today. All right, a new high for the Dow, because the new high for the Dow is up through there. So I reckon we're likely to make a 30,000 Dow coming soon. I don't believe we've seen the parabolic move yet that all have been sort of talking about. I think we have a lot more to come, and especially with the Nasdaq as well too. Nasdaq, same thing. We had a move up, a small little short-term pullback. So I believe we're likely to, as you can see, it's like a pressing up into like a bit of a triangle pattern here. So I believe that's going to hold very soon, and we're going to see a very, very nice move to the upside coming soon. Moving on now through to the GDX and the GDXJ. This is, let's bring up this chart through here. All right, so we can see on the GDXJ that we're in this very nice triangle pattern. And in this triangle pattern, we're getting a squeezing up. So which way is it going to break? I am a very bullish long-term GDXJ, but on a short term, we could get a bit of a break to the downside. So really, really, really interesting to see what's going on through there on this triangle pattern. Are we about to break up, or is it about to break down? Moving on through to the GDX, same sort of thing. We're in this massive triangle pattern right now in the GDX, squeezing up. Which way will it break? even if we do get a bit of a break to the downside, guys, it's not really likely to. It's not really likely to be as big, or it's not likely to be a very big sort of drop. We're likely to complete. I believe even if we do get I can't talk today. Even if we do get a bit of a drop, I think it's likely to be short-lived. And we're going to see an all-time new high for the year in GDX, or maybe even moving into next year. Man, I can't talk today. And moving on now through what we have through on the SILJ, same thing, triangle pattern. I believe overall, guys, the breakout is going to be to the upside. That's my thoughts and opinions, and you know what? We all have them. Let's just see if the market agrees with that opinion. And also we're looking at the SIL, same sort of thing, bit of a triangle pattern, break to the upside. The really powerful thing about this, guys, is if we start to see a break above this sort of high point, so above sort of 56, 57, then that's going to be pretty powerful looking at that. Again, same for the SILJ, a break above 1550, we'll see an all-time new high, or a new recent high broken, probably even $18. GDX, once again, a break above the 41, 42 level, and we're probably likely to see, a race back up to a new high compared to this high back here in August. And the same for the GDX, a break above $60 is probably likely to see a move to at least $70 moving through there. Moving on now through to gold, and gold is still stuck in this triangle pattern here. Once again, triangle patterns galore. Triangle patterns galore. Everything's a triangle pattern. Up or down, which way? Let me know what you think in the chat box below. And also, same with silver as well. Silver, the triangle patterns. The flavor of the day for the mining stocks is triangle patterns, which is a very exciting thing. Now, let me explain why. When the triangle pattern ends and we do start to see a breakout, but then we're likely to start to see a nice move. We haven't done much in the form of mining stocks since August high. And it's just been gone through a bit of a quiet period right now before we see an all-time move up. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. And once again, same for the Sp500. So it's going to be really interesting to see what actually happens around the globe through there, or what happens around the mining stocks and the silver and gold and so on and so forth. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see what's going to happen within these markets. But I am bullish all these markets, guys. Especially for at least for the short term. Next year, I'm not too quite sure. We'll have to just wait and see. But on a short term, guys, even if we do get a bit of a pullback, I believe what we're seeing here on the mining stocks, I believe we're likely to see, they use the terminology melt up. We're going to see a melt up in the market. Oh, I don't know about that. That's what some people say. Some people, I don't know about that. For me, guys, I don't believe we've actually seen the melt up. Now, another word for a melt up is a strong breakout. And if we're going through and we're looking at, say, the Sp500, we haven't really made any big sort of move. We made a nice move through July and August, so we really haven't actually made a big move. So there we go, guys. Let me know what you think in the chat box below. Do you think we're about to see a vertical move in all the indices, even though the Nasdaq's already been in one for a while? Or do you think it's likely to be the top and we're likely to see a move to the downside? I'm very bullish this market short term, guys, at least on the short term. Long term, I'm very bullish the mining stock indices, GDX, GDXJ, stuff like that, silver. Not all the mining stocks as well too. There we go, guys. Make sure you click on that link in the description below. Go grab the 95% off sale that I'm running to the Master Trader Lab. Over 10 hours, the foundations to a successful trader, chart reading strategies, forward trading systems, mindset, you name it. Just go get it. I promise you, you are going to learn more and you're going to make more progress in the next 6 months by applying what you learn in the Master Trader Lab than any other course out there, and compared to the last 6 years. So you're more progress in the next 6 months than you have in the last 6 years. I promise you that if you start to apply what you learn in the Master Trader Lab. So go do that right now, guys. Go get access to that. Like this video, share this video out, subscribe, bell button, you name it. And also, guys, if you'd like to get more videos about, if you'd like to see more training and more other videos about me, there's some other videos on the screen there. Click on those and that'll take you over to the other videos to start watching those as well too. But do that, guys, and also go click on the link in the description below right now to go get that 95% off sale. Go do it right now. Speak to you soon, guys.